to John Boy and Jake Radio. That was really. I was just getting like just the drums in my ears.
Yeah.
Like not. It was just. I was like, what is this? That's our fantastic theme song by Bubak and Sorkin.
The Nobodies.
Yeah, the Nobodies. Haskins. Aaron.
Somebody's.
Aaron something.
Sorkin.
Welcome to John Boy and Jake Radio. It is Wednesday, July 22nd. We are 1 day away from baseball happening, sports coming back, excitement abounds. Jake, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay, James. We are 1 day away. It's pretty cool. I think I don't want to say I wore myself out. I wore myself out with the heat. For whatever reason, the heat got turned up a notch today. And I think the temperature's kind of the same. I got Starbucks, so I had to carry that. So that might have been a multiplier for the heat. Just that little extra lower back work and carrying that from the subway to here. So had to hot person mode. Just went in front of the AC units for the first couple minutes I was here. But I'm good, man. I'm ready for it. I think I've hit the point. The excitement scale, you're eyeing something. Like, I just want it to be here now. Tomorrow's going to be fun. You get to wake up. Kind of. I just want it to be 7 p.m. tomorrow. You know what's going to get you when we do the preseason Talking Yanks tonight? Or Juices later this afternoon? There. That'll be exciting. We're going to run through a lot. So, yeah, we had our... Oh, I'm looking at the weather. We get some rain tomorrow. Did the Talkin' Baseball season preview drop today? Yeah. Tomorrow? So that's out there tomorrow. So we did that. Nice little overview. It's out there today. Yeah, that's out there now. Okay. And then tonight we record the Yanks, which I'm sure will get lost in that pretty good. Because even when we think we know, even if you think you know, you have no idea on this episode. What's that from? Real World? Is it? Yeah, that's Real World, right? Yeah, you think you know, you have no idea. Yeah. So, yeah, man, excited for sports. And the other cool part that, we just teased with some Awaken Jake practice round is that, like, NBA's coming back really soon. And, that hasn't been a ton of our world. And, like, I'm really excited for that, too. And that's going to be wild. So, yeah. That's where I'm at. So, our house got a really good night's sleep last night. Katie woke up happy as she's been. I woke up pretty good. Mac is feeling better. Emergency vet session yesterday because he had an ear infection, and then he got really lethargic, and then Katie said he started getting snot. So she had a crazy day, being a good dog mom, but she ran around Manhattan, had to go take him in an Uber downtown. Right. Can you bring dogs in Ubers? Some? So I've inquired when me and Noodle were attached to the hip in Connecticut. I asked the Uber driver, and he's like, it's the Uber driver's discretion. So you should let him know beforehand? It's kind of the old... like a little message box? Yeah, I have a pet. I would call them, and, he's the guy I talked to said, he's picked up a couple dogs, and, it's frustrating if you get, like, a big shedding dog. Or a dog pees in back there. Yeah, and, I can't imagine, for me and Noodle... Like, your initial instinct is to not let that animal in your car. Noodle's car game is 9 out of 10, I'd say. Phenomenal. Which is good. But Zimmer's car game was fantastic. I think if you give the Uber a heads up, they're down with that. So we all had great night's sleep, Luke included, because we had the John Boy Media draft last night. It started at 8 o'clock. Right. And by the time it ended, we all expected it to... 9:10. Was that when it ended? Around there. It was only an hour, that's all. So we all expected for it to be 2 hours and bring us to 10 o'clock. But then we ended at 9:30, and we all looked around it's too late to start something. Yeah. Too late to start a movie or a show. Too. Yeah. So let's just go lay in bed. Yeah. So then we all fell asleep early. It was delightful. That's pretty nice. How do you think the draft went? Now, can I give you a little insight? Sure. It was either Katie or Luke were surprised at how quiet you were. And serious. I said, I think him and Kyle were in it. Oh, Kyle is locked in. Okay. So that and Jess was doing things, so I didn't want to just be yelling the whole time. She was watching an Unsolved Mystery, which was my intro to the draft, and people were critical on that. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's a business meeting.
What do you think of this?
People in the company and, getting that W. Pretty good.
It's like very strong concentrate.
Coffee.
I drank it on morning without diluting it with water and almost like...
Yeah.
That's like half water. It's still that strong. So anyway.
Coffee. So, yeah, draft went well. You know what? Kyle, who works for us, has, incredible baseball energy.
He's here today.
Content. He's here today. He's sleeping over Keith's, I believe, to stay closer to the city for opening day tomorrow. So he's a little bit of a sick pup. So he was messaging me, and he's like, should we do a private, FaceTime throughout? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I can do that. So we started texting, and it looked like the texting was going to be good enough to get our picks in. And, I don't want to say I was the brainchild of the strategy, because we were in lockstep on a lot of our picks and ideas. But I just revealed this to the behind-the-scenes blog. But because it's an 8-team league, 16 people, 2 per team, we decided that we wanted to go in on the pitching. It felt like there was just going to be more hitting value late. Like, there's a chance Luke Voigt in 60 games can do what Paul Goldschmidt might be able to do, where, other pitchers aren't going to be able to match Walker Buehler and Jack Flaherty's, like, strikeout numbers. Like, ERA and that stuff, sure, that's going to be in flux for everyone. But the pure talent at the top. So we went pitching hard and heavy early, and yeah, that was kind of our game plan. We liked our team. The only pick that we really felt snubbed from was Judge. We got ourselves excited for Judge, and then we realized that you were the pick before us. So that
and I laid down the law with Matt there.
Yeah.
Matt is our graphic designer, so him and I are on a team. We've been on fantasy teams together for a while. Our text change is kind of funny because we didn't really have a strategy. I was like, let's just use the queue. If I would have went with you, like, let's go heavy pitching early.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, there's a lot of pitching. We can wait. Where Bill, behind the scenes Bill, he did like no pitching.
Right.
So I'm interested to see if he's better than you.
Bill. Undefeated Bill.
I saw that Judge was still available in that round.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, we're a bunch of Yankee fans and he's still available? Like, if he's healthy, he's so good.
So there's a couple things that normally skew it. Like, Judge is lower in the rankings because of health risks, kind of. And it's a 60-game season, and he's currently healthy. So you just kind of have to shrug. Like, whoever's healthy stays healthy. I think the other thing for me that was kind of in the pitcher rankings is we're doing a 5x5 league, kind of the traditional thing. And wins is a factor in that. And wins is going to be a crapshoot this year. Let's be honest. Like, Matthew Boyd from the Tigers, who knows?
I think we got him late.
Yeah, and he had a lot of strikeouts. So, it's tough to measure wins. So we just went strikeout heavy pitchers. Hopefully the ERA and WHIP and wins land where they do. And yeah, I don't know. It was fun though. I think Kyle being so passionate
got you into it.
Got me a little more.
Got your juices flowing.
I didn't want to let him down.
Yeah.
I had that feeling. So, like, when I got on the subway, I was looking at the rankings, and I started writing a long message about sleepers, and then I was like, it's an 8-team league. Like, you don't really need sleepers.
8-team league is weird. Because we were doing 12 for a while. It's so different.
Exactly. So that, and, the same thing I said about pitching, you can swing to hitting very easily. Like, oh, well, we want all elite hitters because we can just rack up some strikeouts and ERA and stuff. So, we'll see. I mean, it's the hilarious part is after a fantasy draft, everyone kind of thinks their team is good.
Yeah.
But because it was an 8-team, everyone really thinks
everyone's team is good, yeah.
Because in comparison to 10-team leagues, yes, every team is
I'm
good.
pretty happy with our squad.
Okay.
And our pitching isn't your pitching, which your pitching is really good. But for getting pitchers late in the round, I'm pretty happy with who we got. Snell, Sonny Gray, Castillo, and I forget who the fourth is.
Sure.
But those three I like. Anyway, this is how it went. He goes, I feel like Freeman is really good and COVID is scaring people off. He's fine. Let's grab him. I said, I'm taking Judge, though. Then you can grab the next guy.
Yeah.
And that's how it went.
Yeah. It's funny seeing the Astros players slip in our league.
I know Altuve I got pretty late too. I was like, what?
And then it's always funny seeing the random players slip. Like Rizzo kind of slipped for a while, which was silly. Producer BBD, I saw you and Keith. So when I was looking at my rotisserie rankings and we were coming up with the pitching game plan, we were like, okay, we'll take Yelich and then maybe we'll be able to get Cole DeGrom on the way back. And you guys actually took Cole and DeGrom first run through. Were those your first 2 picks?
Those were our first 2 picks. We had back-to-back to end the first, start the second.
Right.
Who took Gary early? Was that Lauren?
Lauren.
Like crazy early.
Yeah.
She could have waited 5
she struggled
rounds.
with the cues.
Oh, okay.
She was having some
She thought the bottom was the top. And it
That's funny.
was kind of a weird layout. But
yeah, I like the old one better, but that's how it always goes. I'm used to the
behind
old
the
one.
scenes, I actually missed the first round. Actually, I think I missed the third round too.
Right.
I was out to dinner,
Oh.
and then it was like a 20-minute ride back. I thought I'd get there in time. I didn't. But Keith and I texted briefly.
What'd you get at dinner?
What'd you have at
I had like a chicken sandwich thing, some spinach, cheese.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
It was good.
Eat outside?
Under a tent.
Okay.
Yeah, my friends wanted my one
Closed
friend
off
moved,
tent? Did they have, like,
so
the flaps
he wanted
down?
to show us his new apartment. And
Is it
then,
nice? Were you impressed?
For what he's paying, it's pretty nice. yeah,
Okay. That's a good answer.
Okay.
At 23. Yeah, I was like, yeah, so you won't see me for 12 weeks, so squeeze something in now if you want. So we did that.
Were you guys texting hardcore? How many
Once
texts
I was
did
back,
everyone
we
send?
were.
Okay.
I mean, we were sending,
we were texting a lot.
but we
Keith and I
weren't
being-
doing like thoughts. Like he would just send me a string of names.
That's
and
it.
then-
I think that's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
So he sent me, dude, at one point, Matt, and I wonder if he's listening, and I'm excited to be on Matt's team because then I don't have to deal with his trade offers. You guys will.
Yeah.
Matt's a big trade offer guy. And Vladdy Jr.'s on the block.
Yeah.
So he sent me a bunch of names. He goes, his text, Meadows, Rizzo, Greinke, Yates, Alberto. And I responded, Greinke, Rizzo. And he was like, what does that mean? You just sent names. I said, so did you. We're sending guys we like.
The names festival.
So anyway, that's
Keith
good.
and I figured out that the cues sync with each other if you're on the same team. So that was a pretty huge play for us.
Oh, yeah, that was our strat. I was like, I'll put
people.
guys in the queue. You put guys in the queue. I removed McCullers because I don't want them.
Yeah, but I was late. I didn't get to do the first round. And I texted Keith after. I was like, by the way, don't think I would have had the balls to take Cole and DeGrom back to back. I think I would have gone one pitcher, one hitter. But I'm very happy you did it after. Afterwards, I was pretty happy.
Draft's a good time.
It's always fun. Even Katie, who didn't know what was going on, I was like, it's fun just to be in there. It's such an easy format for jokes.
Easy format for jokes.
Yo, I'm excited for Wake and Jake to go up, and you're going to do it on Twitter, right?
Friday.
And then always,
Yeah.
after that, you do it on your Twitter account. That's fun because Twitter puts it at the top. The
Do
people,
I need to use my phone? Is that going to come through there?
yeah, you just put the same stream to
Okay.
Periscope.
Technology.
Mornings on Periscope every morning.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to see it because you don't have it up in front of you. But on morning, because I go on Periscope, I've been getting some people that come in that clearly are just I wonder what John Boy's doing. They're not listening and watching the whole episode.
Right.
But I'm going to start calling them out by name. Chris Rose came in yesterday, and I didn't do it. But I wanted to be like, what's up, Chris Rose? I see you. I'm going to see you when you leave.
See you.
Put the pressure on him.
I'm going to knock you out.
Barstool Big Cat came in. I should have done that to him. Cuddy came in today, and I was like, what's up, Cuddy?
Kid Cudi.
Watch you. People come in.
Dude, so I changed my name on Periscope. I joined your thing today, and it still comes up as ESPN Jake.
No, you were up as Talking Jake.
Oh, on my end it said ESPN.
On my end,
Jake.
it said Talking Jake.
Cool.
Should have done it to you, too.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool.
wish
All
you
right.
would.
Let's go into the sports.
We'll start with the baseball today. Dodgers send down top prospect Gavin Lux. A little funny business potentially by the Dodgers. Lux was the big favorite to win NL Rookie of the Year, and now they may be manipulating his service time. That's no fun. They have the depth, but come on. Speaking of middle infielders who are hurt, I guess we weren't, but now we are. Jed Lowrie on the IL for the Mets. Just so brutal. He's lived there for the Metropolitans. I kind of like Jed Lowrie. Maybe he'll come back sometime. Maybe he won't. Speaking of comebacks, your Pittsburgh Blue Jays, they will be playing their home games at PNC Park. I dabbled in the schedule a little bit. It'll be interesting to see some how they're going to do that because we don't have all the details yet. Outside of the baseball, Jimmy's Devonta Freeman says he is eager to receive a contract offer and will sign with any team. That's the way to do it,
Marketing
kids.
101.
And then in the bubble, we're getting close to scrimmage games, exhibition games. Greg Popovich says he's worried about playing in Orlando because he doesn't want to die, as all the COVID tests came back negative from the NBA. Good for them. Barbershop looks cool. That's going around the internet everywhere. Charles Barkley and Draymond Green officially, Jim, say they have no beef.
Where do you want to start, Jake? Some good news here.
Yes. I guess with Barkley and Draymond not having beef, that's pretty...
They do.
Changes for you.
They still do.
I don't think so. I think they're both entertainers that know if there's a good quote they could send back and forth at each other, that can be
so that
Barkley saying Draymond can't shoot and Draymond saying Barkley can't run with them.
So you think Draymond stepped up to that level? Because Barkley's entertainer. He'll shoot from the hip. He doesn't care. But I thought Draymond was taking Barkley too seriously. And he actually said, what does he know? He's old. He was, I don't know if his were playful.
I think
maybe.
It was. I think it was. I think he sent it and he knew what he was doing. Because, there's no winning that. And, end of the day, is Draymond Green trying to fight Charles Barkley? Charles Barkley's an old man at this point. And I think it's
And end of the day, when Draymond just becomes another retired player in 10 years, Barkley's got him beat.
Yeah.
When once they're on the same level, Barkley's more lovable, gonna have more money, gonna have a better career. So just because the playing days happen at even times doesn't make you better. I think it's a losing fight for Draymond. So the playful manner's better.
Besides getting suspended from the NBA Finals that gave LeBron and the Cavs a title, Draymond's a little more calculated than people think. That's classic anybody who pokes the bear from, the opposite team, the opposing team. So I think they're in on it. I think, and maybe, I wonder if it got to the point where they had to come out and say, we have no beef. I don't know. I don't know.
Did you hear this breaking rumor in the MLB?
Breaking MLB rumor.
Mookie Betts and the Dodgers may be close to a massive contract extension.
Good.
I've been saying that. Dodgers, lock them up. A lot of people, not just me, a lot of people say that. Lock them up.
It would be very interesting to see the number. Close to Yelly's contract?
If the Dodgers can afford to do that, even though it's a down season.
What was Yelly's contract? It's 8 years, 240?
Something like that.
Let's see. 7 year.
7,270. That's the number in my head.
270. It's coming up funky. 215 for 9 ish.
He's going to have to beat that.
I think Mookie can beat that, too.
Well, if the Dodgers want to lock him up before Mookie tests free agency,
Yeah.
because that sucks for the Red Sox because he didn't re-sign with the Red Sox because he wanted to test free agency and be the belle of the ball and get brought into every city and get all the offers. So if he signs the extension with the Dodgers because Corona scared him into the marketplace, it's if the Red Sox didn't trade him and Corona happens, he accepts that extension.
That's interesting. Who's Are real people spreading that rumor, or is it just
it's I don't know where it started from, but it is the buzz on Twitter right now.
The buzz.
My timeline is nothing but reacting to that.
Mookie.
So
WBZ Boston, they've got a blue check and 10 likes. So Carabas 23 minutes ago, the Mookie thing is real. Fuck.
Yeah. It passes the sniff test too. They should be offering him. The rumor that they're offering it,
right?
Very easy to believe. Now, if they say Mookie's about to accept it, that's the bigger piece because they should be offering it,
right?
That's kind of a no-brainer.
Boomer Loney throwing out a big guess, 10+ years between 350 and 400. I'm not going to believe that until I see it. Hey, man, I think that would be a funny little plot twist to all this. All the Boston fans, and I know we're not tight. Although, hey, Matt Boy, your partner is.
I got a lot of love in the Boston subreddit recently.
There's respect for Boston, but we're not Boston fans. But man, they were starting to get pretty hyped up about the Mookie coming back, and they basically traded away Mookie for nothing, and we got prospects, and now we're just gonna re-sign Mookie, and now, damn, man,
they're rooting for COVID to knock out the season.
Yeah, a little bit. So man, that's
all of them, no exceptions.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good. I mean, It's crazy for the Dodgers. Gavin Lux had the yips as a minor leaguer, and someone told me they came back in summer camp, and they want him to go fix that again, and that's another wrinkle. Like, service time is definitely huge and
for
looming.
Lux.
Yeah, but he made I was reading about, he made a crazy amount of errors, and he had the yips, and he said, he admitted, yes, it's a mental thing. I had to work through it. So that's the yips are a motherfucker.
A little
It's
scary
shit.
A little scary.
How about Pop saying he doesn't want to die?
Yeah, been there.
Why doesn't he sit out? I mean, that is dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, the bubble has been...
Coach by committee. Just, send your thoughts down.
And it's tough because, the Spurs don't really have a chance. And I don't know, but didn't Popovich have another quote that was the bubble's the safest place to be? Or did we just joke about that?
I mean, he might have said they're trying their best, but,
yeah.
they are doing as good a job of it as they could be doing or something. I don't know the exact quote.
Yeah.
He is 71. I don't know. If I were him, I'd sit out. He has all these assistant coaches that are getting head coach interviews anyway.
They're well liked.
Get an audition thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of cool if he's I'm gonna sit this out. I'm gonna go get my assistant coach take over, and he'll get a job out of this.
Yeah.
It's kind of a boss Pop move.
I don't know. Also, the bubble seems really safe.
Not if one person gets it.
Right, but they've been their last test. They were 0 for 400 or whatever it was. So.
Nothing in the last week or whatever.
They were 0 for 400?
The last test came back. I think it was 0 for 386 or something.
That's fishy.
Well, they had a bunch the week.
It's like when I used to
okay,
all right.
Cases.
Like when I cheated junior year of American history, and
sure.
Kid that had the class before me would give me literally every single answer. I'd get
you
a couple.
I
get a couple
Got
wrong. So if they go over, I think there's funny business.
Well, that's the whole thing. They created a bubble. That's the whole point of the bubble.
It's true.
The bubble.
It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. The bubble. What other news do we have on here? Charles Barkley, we did that.
Me laugh.
Jed Lowrie on the IL.
Yeah, man. There's someone wants to dig deep and talking Yanks. I was like, hey, Jed Lowrie could be a nice fit.
Yeah.
Switch hits.
Behind the scenes production meeting, real quick.
Okay, behind the scenes.
When you take notes for episodes to send to the editors, BBD, after the editors get them, do you delete them and start over, or do we have backlog notes?
We have them.
Awesome.
For the first month I did it, I deleted those as I was going, but then I realized we might want them one day. So
because I like that. If we
Try to
could
make
go
a new
to a
sheet
spreadsheet and control find Lowry and then find Jake's takes, that would be something. Years from now, we will be incredibly happy if we keep them.
They're not nasty, and I mean that's kind of the perk of podcasting and our whole style. Because when the Yankees signed LeMahieu, I was like, hey, Brian Cashman knows better than me.
Yeah,
I remember saying that, but I was also like, it'd be nice to have the switch hitter, and Lowry's pretty versatile.
Oh, I much want the notes for when we're right. I don't care about old take exposing ourselves.
I do.
Yeah.
I remember myself wanting Lowry over LeMahieu pretty bad.
Loser.
Very much.
Yeah, it just seemed like a better fit. And we were in Yankees land, we were all caught up on the fact that we had 0 lefties / switch hitters, so it thought Lowry might be a fit, but
Lowry just had career year.
Yeah.
Had more experience bouncing around.
And I forget, he wasn't a sleep apnea guy, but he had something happen.
Double ear flaps.
Like Adderall, or he was one of the guys, he had something happen.
Jed Lowrie symptoms.
Tough.
Think that finds it?
I don't know.
Still nursing his injuries.
Jed Lowrie, sleep. Yeah. Deviated septum.
So he was a sleep apnea guy.
I believe so. Yes. In 2017, I've been sleeping better.
That's great.
So he was one of those guys.
I mean, I've been sleeping better too. I just started eating gummies.
Yeah. Helps.
It truly helps.
Truly helps.
I was going to say something that I shouldn't.
Okay.
My mother enjoys them because they help her sleep now too.
Yeah, mother.
She listens to this and she's probably going to be like,
Oh, my
she didn't say
God.
that.
Jimmy, why are you telling your listeners?
Oh, how did you know?
Oh, and Jake's doing that voice for me, huh?
This is terrible impressions of
Yeah,
my
it's
mom.
not an
Sorry,
impression.
Mom.
Yeah, it's not really an
I was just
impression.
making dog noises.
Yeah. My mom tried to poison me with meatballs, so tough week for the moms.
You face fucked 15 meatballs is what I heard.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Devonta Freeman says he is eager to receive a contract. I'll play anywhere, guys.
Really smart.
If anyone wants me, I'll play for you.
I'd like to say I, too, am eager to receive a contract offer and will sign with any NFL team. Mm-hmm. Actually, no. Dude.
Yeah, you don't want to play NFL.
I would.
Why, you get a little Jaquiz
Just
Rogers
show up.
on?
Just show up for a day.
Just dancing in the back?
And then, like, first drill they asked me to do, be like, oh,
Ah!
hammy.
Yeah,
Hammy.
yeah. But I'll stay. I'll just watch on the sideline.
I'm hurt.
Yeah. This is real, coach.
Just go full floppy arm.
What's
Is this
that?
normal?
What's that from? Caddyshack. My arm. Yeah. Okay. The big news. The big news is that the Blue Jays are going to be sharing a facility with the Pirates.
So,
Twice they'll be sharing a facility with the Yankees and the Nationals.
okay. Because, yeah, I did a mini Jake deep dive on this, and I was like, do they have the perfect reverse schedule that the Pirates are just like, yeah, we're gone, it's yours. And I looked at the first home game, there should be an overlap, so I don't know if they're doing that at one of the other parks or if they're doing I don't know. Like in theory, you could just do a doubleheader with different teams. But, most of the days didn't overlap. So
Is that how, like, I wonder, like, is that how, did they find the schedule that didn't overlap the most and then approach the Pirates? Or were the Pirates like, we'll have you,
I think
come on down?
they had to
We
do
talked
some-
about it yesterday. The Pirates like put out a thing saying like, "Hey, if the Blue Jays want to be here, they can."
yeah,
it was weird.
When they announced it was official, like someone gave credit to a beat writer.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this awesome for the employees that work for
Pittsburgh?
PNC Park? Like, did they just double their job?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Depends what they're prioritizing.
Yeah,
Fewer
exactly.
days off.
I'm sure some of them probably love it, some of them probably hate
Well,
it.
if they had 80 games that they usually work,
Right.
and now it's dropped to 60, and now it's back up to 60,
For the people that care financially.
yes, for that want money.
Yeah.
But they'll have a lot fewer off days, and the
Yeah.
days will be longer. If
Yeah.
they have to do a doubleheader day.
Grounds crew's probably kind of pissed.
Unless they're getting more money, then the Pirates just provided more jobs for their staff,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
The part that's kind of getting me on this one is isn't the whole point of the regional schedule that like only the division teams will be in the same places? Now 4 of the divisions are going to be
Yeah.
at PNC Park at various points this year. So just
It is a good
it
point.
feels counterintuitive. It's fun.
My initial reaction was just location wise, and Pittsburgh's obviously close enough for the East Coast. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna like
Oh,
up the
holy
sterilization type
smokes!
shit.
Because
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's in the Central.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that, BBD.
Yeah.
That's a great call. I was still like, what's BBD saying? I was
Yeah.
like, Pittsburgh's on the East Coast, because it is, but it's in the Central.
group.
I think they're east of Toronto, but
Right.
That
It might be,
is
I don't know.
a great
Yeah.
call. You're mixing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you have Pittsburgh and Toronto always be the home teams. And then, I mean, protocol for the road teams is still the same. But, yeah, you wonder if they try to amp it up a little more. I don't
circle
know.
back to the previous point, extra cleaning staff stuff. 'Cause they
Yeah.
might have to do a
Turn
deep
it up to
scrub or
10.
something.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I mean, I am getting to the point of, hopefully the world becomes a better place and a healthier place. But yeah, man, I mean, some of the shots from this year are going to be, of a lifetime. Like there'll be the Blue Jays playing the Yankees at PNC Park, and
Well, that's not happening, I don't think.
We'll
Or maybe it's happening once.
and we'll look back and
'Cause-
I mean,
they're going to be the home team. Like the Yankees benefit from this too, and the Nationals because they get an away series at home.
Right.
So that's cool.
But yeah,
I wonder if every other
it more so as the example that there will be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Fun images.
But
lifelong images.
Wouldn't it? What if like the Orioles are like, well, we could have hosted them and get more home games for ourselves,
right? And
then they're literally just a traveling team.
The traveling team is semi-dead. I'm interested. Like, I don't know, where are these guys going to live in Pittsburgh? Like the Jays have to offer a hotel, but some of the wealthier players probably
Bo Bichette and Cole
house.
Tucker are just gonna
bunk up.
All the young guys, Cavan,
Young bloods.
Vladdy's on my team. He's on the block. If anyone wants him.
Vlad.
Very excited about Muncy. Second base,
Jr.
first base, third base eligibility.
Saw that.
Dodgers are going to face nothing but teams that are worse than them. Excited about the Muncy
Wanted
pick.
Muncy pretty bad. I had him on my team last year too, and I credit him more than anyone else. Flaherty with winning last year.
Flaherty's
I wanted
pretty
him.
good. That funky monkey. Halftime. It's still July. We're still doing ice creams.
Good point.
Thank you. What ice cream you got, BBD?
Well, I had kind of picked one out in the middle there, but then we had a really good discussion.
Damn.
No, it was all good. Let me just get into it.
Okay.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wasn't super... There wasn't like anything that immediately grabbed me for these stories. It was like, it was all good. Everything was fine. You take it.
You're downplaying vanilla there a little bit.
Yeah, and then this is
Jim's
what I'm getting
favorite ice
to.
cream.
And vanilla was my favorite until like I grew up and had taste for other stuff.
Till he grew up.
Not trying to shots fired at vanilla. I'm misspeaking.
Well.
Anyway. But vanilla fucking slaps pretty often.
Okay.
Yeah.
That half was good. The Blue Jays talk was fun. Lowry stuff was shockingly fun to talk about for me.
Jed Lowrie.
Okay.
And vanilla, you think, you don't really get yourself, jazzed up for vanilla.
Wow.
A lot of shots fired here.
Damn.
Breyer's Vanilla Bean is just the best ice cream flavor you
It
could
is
possibly
good.
have.
Shots fired.
You're not going to entertain the masses.
I mean, I've seen violent halftimes,
Yeah.
but this.
Let's get out of this.
Oh my God.
I feel bad. I really like vanilla.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Coronavirus outbreaks could be stopped if everyone used masks and washed their hands and kept apart from others, a new study has found. Women tired of hearing someone... Oh, a woman tried hiring someone. Tired of hearing is what I said. A woman tried hiring someone to kill her ex-husband on Rent-a-Hitman.com. Police announce ramp closures after a semi-truck spilled 30,000 pounds of Coca-Cola. We are a semi-truck turned over podcast. That's the theme of the show. A wrong turn into the UP leads to a 3.5-year prison sentence. I don't know what that means. A wrong turn into the Upper Peninsula leads to a 3.5-year prison sentence. Interested? And a man walks into a gas station holding an axe, then steals a bag of chips in Rochester.
I read the news today, oh boy.
All right, so the new study, that's pretty huge. Masks help.
Yeah. Should I say the pissing your pants example again from yesterday?
Oh, people have that seared
You
into
think
their
that
brains.
that got
And
the
if
point
they
across.
don't, you and I can always go make a video
Yeah, we could act it out.
of me trying to piss on you,
Yeah.
both wearing pants,
Piss back.
just you wearing pants,
See our pants.
neither of us wearing pants.
Masks.
We could do that.
Jim,
So yeah, it's a new study. That's huge.
when the virus has nowhere to go, it dies. Yeah.
What's up with the vaccine? The
vaccine.
The vaccine.
Vaccine.
I thought they were making a vaccine.
Have you seen the vaccine?
Vaccine.
I mean, dude, it takes like a year of testing to be legal, so
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, this Hitman story seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
A woman tried hiring someone to kill her ex-husband on Rent-a-Hitman.com. Michigan cop says Let's. I mean, should we go to that website?
Did you see the picture of her?
No. Excited to see it.
Powerful.
It is okay. Loading, and oh wow, wow. She looks like Harriet the Spy, grown up and did drugs for all of her 20s and 30s.
She looks like a Clue character.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks.
Does she have frizzy hair? Yes. Does she have a big nose? Yes. Is there life in her eyes? No.
But okay. You like my Harriet the Spy? You're probably not a huge Harriet the Spy fan.
I never got lost in Harriet the Spy.
Well, she's the girl from Eurotrip, but in Eurotrip
Right.
she's all, hot looking.
Sure.
If I'm allowed to say that. Look.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah.
And here's our lady. Okay.
Oh boy.
This is a mess. Bam. Oh, it's pretty good.
I see what you're going with here.
If
Some
she
sunken eyes.
if she did drugs throughout her whole 20s and then cleaned up her act in her 40s.
If she gave up on everything
Yeah.
and then wanted to kill her husband, yes.
You want me to show the chat
I showed him.
You showed him? Did you show him Harriet the Spy? No. Because it looks like
You
her.
didn't have that up?
Yeah. Wow.
Didn't have that one prepped.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I
That's
didn't
tough.
look at her. I'm standing by it. She looks like Harriet the Spy's mom. I don't know if this came, but
Yeah.
all right, so rent-a-hitman.com. Like, we got to go there, right? Or is it like if I go here, I'm on a list?
Yeah, dude, I was going to say that.
All right,
I'm
incognito window.
I'm normally not scared to
I use
go
incognito
to a
window.
website.
so-
That does nothing. I'm normally not scared to go to a website, but rent-a-hitman.com, yes.
Dude, there's customer testimonials here.
Come on.
I think it's a joke website, and she
Right.
was being serious. Laura S. from Arizona, customer testimonial on rent-a-hitman.com. Caught my husband cheating with the babysitter and resolved after a free public relations consultation. I'm single again and looking to mingle. Thanks, Guido.
So, rent-a-hitman.com is a fake website created to lure people in, like Wendy Wayne, who was arrested Friday, according to state police.
Well, I got to get out
So,
of there.
yeah,
I just
you're,
got caught.
you're on the
Fuck.
list.
Damn it. It was a risk worth taking. The fake testimonials is great.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good. So what is she? How long do you go to jail for?
Did the cops, pay a website designer to do that?
I guess so.
How's that work?
I think it doesn't cost
So
that
you
much.
guys make websites, huh?
I mean, I think the
We're
FBI.
the cops,
Yeah.
and we need a Rent-a-Hitman site.
Yeah.
So
It feels like if they're running ads, that feels like entrapment.
I'm just saying,
Like
there's
if
a lot of moving
if you're
parts
browsing
there.
eBay looking for a
There's a lot of
cigarette
moving
machine
parts
vendor,
there.
and then all of a sudden a pop-up ad comes up for
Been there.
rent-a-hitman.com, and you click it, and now you're on a list. I got entrapment there.
Yeah,
Um,
entanglement.
So since the rent-a-hitman.com website was created in 2005, the owner has been contacted numerous times by people requesting murders, school shootings, and even a baby abduction. That sucks. It's helped prevent 130 murders because the owner always alerts authorities when someone requests it. So this is just a dude,
Oh, this is a vigilante.
but then he takes it to the
Yeah.
cops. That's kind of fun.
I wonder if they love him or hate him. Probably hate him.
They probably
He's probably got some early Ace
no. You know what it
Ventura
is
vibes.
in the whatever station he always calls, the newbie gets like, oh yeah, you're on rent-a-hitman.com
Yeah.
duty.
Oh,
he's
by
gonna
the
he's gonna
way-
call you in. There's gonna be a murderer. It's pretty legit. You're just gonna go up to arrest the
You're
person.
gonna have to go to his house and eat the strumpets.
Yep,
and
yeah,
The
yeah.
coffee tastes bad, but just drink it.
He usually serves a light meatball lunch.
Saying he saved 130 lives.
He caught 130 potential murderers.
Yeah. I feel like a big part in getting a hitman to kill your significant other is calling the operation off.
I have this dude as a prime suspect. He may take 9 out of 10 to the police, get a
Right.
bunch of money for one,
It's
and
a
kill
really
a
good
dude.
point.
Wow.
Anything north of
Like they've investigated this dude.
15K?
I don't know how much did that.
I'd have to know this
How much
guy's
did the
limits.
ice pick hitman guy work?
Ice pick hitman. Jim, that's brilliant. And that's some Dexter type shit.
Yep. Yeah.
I
got
helped.
stuff.
I got stuff.
The average cost was just over $25,000 to have the Iceman kill for you.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You ever seen the documentary on that guy?
No.
It's like a Netflix doc. It is. He was like a Family Guy,
Yeah.
and then Hitman, crazy. Yeah, I have that guy as a suspect.
Yeah.
Like he should be looked into a lot of murders.
Very clearly.
Yeah. Police announced ramp closures after the semi truck spilled.
Yes.
This time we got Coca-Cola. I'm not that into it. I like the beer. I like the
Right.
carrots. I love the carrots.
And it's just weird how they phrased it, 30,000 pounds of Coca-Cola.
I'm guessing that's the easiest way to do it because trucks get weighed
Right.
at weigh stations. So they were like, they just went back to the most recent weigh station. It was like, it was 30.
Yeah, I just, do some turkey math there and figure out how many cans or bottles it is. Because I think that speaks to the people more.
Okay.
You know?
Should we do the math? We are math.
We can
pod.
try.
They don't have a picture. That article doesn't have a picture of it, which utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, take a picture of it.
Come on, Detroit.
And I just went to another website, and they don't have it, and I'm getting mad.
Yeah, they said they call it pop in Detroit. Did you
Yeah, they do.
know that?
Yeah, in Illinois, they call it pop, too.
Pop.
1 bottle of pop, 2 bottle of
No
pop.
one is hurt. There's just a lot of pop on the road. Cleanup is going on.
Show a picture.
Yeah.
I still can't find one.
Did it happen?
Yeah. I'm gonna search on Twitter. It was someone, you gotta trust the people are better than the media.
Yeah.
I-94
Coca-Cola.
truck Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Nothing.
Myth.
Yeah, what? Nothing, man. Okay, here it is. Oh, dude, it looks like they didn't even spill out of the truck onto the highway.
Oh,
Look at this
God.
picture. That's why they didn't share the picture, because they know it does nothing for you.
Just rolled.
A truck fell. Coke was inside the truck.
Whoa.
Coke never spilled out of the truck. This is, if we're grading semi-truck
2 of
turnovers, I think 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
You get a point because it happened.
10. It happened.
Yeah.
Man, that's a bummer.
That is a bummer. I thought it was going to be a fun story, but it needs to be on every time.
Yeah.
Anytime a truck spills over, send it our way.
We are interested.
That's huge. So this person took a wrong turn in the Upper Peninsula, and it led to 3.5 years prison sentence.
I mean, I'm guessing he was on parole or something.
And got pulled over?
Took the wrong turn.
I was so my brain went to like he turned onto a one-way, caused an accident, manslaughter.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh no, he for transporting opium paste, possibly worth millions of dollars.
Say his name for the audience. Just
Oh
so
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
knows his
Okay,
name.
yeah. Just his name is Abdul Nasser Mahamoud Kanespi of Gatineau.
Get to know Quebec.
Gatineau, Quebec. Abdul Nasser Mahmoud Kanespi. Mahmoud Kanespi of Gatineau.
Abdul Nasser Mahmoud Nesby.
Of Gatineau.
Yeah, so, okay, kind of a
Got to
deceiving
know.
headline here because he was transporting 220 pounds of drugs.
It's like when you get, like my buddy in college got a DUI, and I was like, what happened? He was like, oh, someone told me to go right on red, but you couldn't go right on red there, so I got a ticket, so I got in trouble because I made a red on red. No,
Right.
dude, you got in trouble because you're drinking and driving.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
This guy was transporting millions
Opium.
of dollars of opium.
Opium paste.
Yeah, give me some of that.
Wow.
I don't want it.
Opium paste. Yeah, Mahmoud Kanespi felt trapped into carrying out a drug deal. So
Mahmoud D. Kanespi wanted to resell premium cotton shipped by a friend in Iran and didn't know until later that the container held opium paste.
Jeez.
So his buddy called him and was like, I got some premium cotton, dude. And he was like, yes, obviously I'll resell your cotton for you. I know exactly how to do that. I'll go to all of the shirt makers that I know, and we'll sell the cotton. Maybe I'll hit up a linen store.
The bridge from Ontario to Michigan. Do we think we're going to like the bridge?
What lake is it by?
I'd guess Ontario.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Educated guess.
It's Ontario to Michigan. The Gordie Howe International Bridge. Yes. We love this bridge.
What was that bridge called before that?
Not sure.
Where's Ontario?
Sure. Guessing by the Upper Peninsula.
I've
A lot of educated guesses.
been on, well, Ontario's like crazy. It could be a lot of bridges.
Sure.
I've been on a bridge from Michigan to Canada before. I just want that to be
been this one?
known. It could have been this one. Port Huron. That's where I went. So I took the Thomas Edison Depot Museum Bridge. Maybe. No
Maybe.
idea. Port Huron, Michigan.
Don't transport drugs.
And if you do, don't take a wrong turn
Yeah.
and then get pulled over for the wrong turn. Like, that's so silly to say. It's such a dumb headline.
Yeah.
No one's ever been, like, transporting drugs. I guess some people have, they get profiled. Yeah. Because I was going to say, no one just gets pulled over for transporting drugs. You get pulled over for a minor offense, and then they find the drugs in the car. But I think a lot of profiling, there's a story about them profiling people from New York to Philadelphia, and they would just pull over people that fit a description. So maybe I'm wrong. A man walked into a gas station holding an axe, then steals a bag of chips. Now, I don't think you need an axe to steal a bag of chips.
Yeah, I think this is a, kind of exactly what you're saying. Like, I think the axe was there, and this person was like, these chips are coming with me.
So he dropped the axe, then he walked behind the counter and confronted the clerk sans axe. So that might help him out in court.
Yeah, it looks like
clearly I wasn't going to hurt him with the axe. I dropped it before I got close enough to him.
I think our guy here
Ooh.
is schizophrenic.
He took the clerk's glasses off
Hey.
and threw them and got very close to his face
Come
before
on.
walking out.
Come on.
That's cross. I'd rather you threaten me with an axe than take
Taking
my...
these chips, Four Eyes.
Yeah. What kind of chips do you think he got?
Ooh, that's a good question. Lay's original.
I was thinking some boring, right?
Yeah.
Are you thinking like a small bag that like on
I'm
the,
thinking a small
like
bag,
on the
yeah.
clips by the
Yeah.
I mean, at the CVS in Harlem, people like this guy just walks in and steals stuff and walks out, and they like, don't do anything. We witnessed it once. They took a picture of him. They're like, I've told you the story, right? They're like, here he comes, here he comes. They had their phones ready, and the guy walked in and he posed in the middle of the entrance. They snapped a picture of him. He went and grabbed like 3 items, walked out of the store, and then they sent that picture to the cops and said he did it again. No axe.
It happened.
Don't need an axe, kid.
It happened again.
You want to be a petty thief of chips, just do it. But don't want to be that. That's my advice. Don't want to be that.
No.
I think they just let you steal chips if you start doing it.
Yeah, like Claire's Jewelers, their business model is let girls steal from us. Unofficial.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's
They lure them in by allowing theft.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a way to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an idea. It's a concept. It's a concept store.
It's a construct of a concept.
All right. Let's move on to
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day, bet of the day. It is the bet of the day. Jakey made a pick yesterday. The game that you picked yesterday is being played today at 1 o'clock, I believe. So you're going to have 2 picks on the board. So you're still 0 for your last 5, 2 for your last 10. We hope today hits because I faded the fade and I'm with you. But you got to throw another bet out there. Your Wednesday bet. On Wednesdays, Jake, you are 3-5 as of now, shooting at 37%. This is your last day without baseball on the board. What are you feeling? Where are you going?
We got to wrap up the soccer. I mean, it's a soccer podcast. It has been for a little while now, and there's 2 games on the Prem League slate today. the Man U West Ham game. I told you I'm taking the over, so take the under. The other match today is Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Ooh.
I think Liverpool officially gets crowned the trophy today or some shit like that. I saw Liverpool fans being very excited for whatever reason. They're playing Chelsea, who's, a very notable squad in the Prem League. I'm just going to take Liverpool to win. I think today means something in the soccer world. I'm not sure what it actually means, but Liverpool fans are excited. They're at home.
You don't get the sense that Chelsea wants to stick it to Liverpool and beat the champs, and Liverpool kind of doesn't. And
yes.
Liverpool kind of doesn't care about the game at all.
If you're saying that, I would fade me, yes, but I think there's whatever this game is. I don't know if it's Liverpool's last game or whatever's going on. It's at home. There's something with the trophy. It's good vibes.
Okay, so as a guy who hasn't watched a single game we've ever bet on. Oh, no, I watched clips in the office.
I think this is their last game.
I think they had one more after.
Okay, but it's road. So it's their last home game of their championship season.
Okay, so
I think they're ending good vibes.
Two ways this plays out.
Sure.
Chelsea comes out just like so gung-ho, we're going to win,
Sure.
and Liverpool kind of is like, all right, we don't care. We're
and
celebrating
they're
today.
undefeated at home.
Yeah. Okay, that scraps everything.
Yeah.
A lot on the line then.
Yeah.
You got to keep the good vibes going.
Yeah.
And Liverpool wants to stick it to Chelsea because guess who won the last matchup between these two? Chelsea. So Liverpool is coming out like they're like, hey, I know we have this wrapped up.
Daniel Ramos in the chat says they raised the trophy today. So you can't
lose
on
a
the day
raise
you
the
raise
trophy.
the trophy. Yeah.
Yep. I do maybe.
And then he said he followed that up with I think LOL.
Okay.
So thank you, sources.
Here's how this is playing out. They raise the trophy. They're slap happy. They're having good vibes. Chelsea might go up early, but towards the end, Liverpool's like, wait, all these people came to celebrate us. We can't let Chelsea. And then they turn on the burners. Last 20 minutes, they beat them. So
Klopp tells them to turn it on. Liverpool to win.
Yeah.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
I'm with you, man.
Yep.
So now we have two bets on the board today that we both agree with. We got Man U, West Ham. We're taking the over in that. And we have Liverpool, Chelsea. We're taking Liverpool. A lot going on. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. I wonder if you're going to finish out the betting with soccer or you're going to pivot to one of the baseball games. Don't tell us. That's a teaser for tomorrow. Love ya. See you tomorrow. Go tell your friends to listen if you want. If you have friends. If you have friends that you think might like the show and you're not going to be an annoyance to them, share it. Those are the guidelines. Goodbye.
Rules.
I have no friends, so don't feel bad if you don't either.
Keep your head up.